Hey guys, it's Funky67 and I'm gonna quickly make a Kenshi mod tutorial-esque video. This is a video to show you guys how to make patches for custom animation and custom hairstyle with custom race mods. So, you know, pretty standard stuff, I guess. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go to where Steam is installed on your computer, which for me is in a hard drive called Gaming. You would go to Steam, Steam Apps, Workshop, Content, and then there's this folder called 233860. This is where all of your Kenshi Workshop mods are saved. Nexus people, if you're watching this, you're probably already saving your mods to this mod folder here, so you don't even have to worry about it. Okay, so first thing you have to do as a Kenshi Workshop, Steam Workshop user is you have to find your mods that you're looking for. Unfortunately, Kenshi just uses this, well, actually all Steam mods use this naming system where everything just comes in as random numbers. That's not great for what we need it for. So what we're going to look for is the Zabrak mod, which is going to be one of the mods I'm patching, which is one of the mods I use in my Bounty Hunter Let's Play series. Shameless plug. But here we go. So here's the .mod file that you're looking for, or mod file. And it's going to show a folder location, which for this one is 1811848.795. So now that we have that, typically I would write that down. I know where this one is. Well, let's see if I embarrass myself here. No, there we go. 1811848.795. Boom, right in here is the Zabrak mod, exactly where it should be. So what we need to do now is this whole folder, we're just going to copy it. We're going to go to our Kenshi folder, which is wherever Kenshi's installed. I have mine installed in a different location because Kenshi runs a little better on an SSD, but it's pretty much Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Kenshi. Go in here, and you would paste it here. Boom. Awesome. But now we're not done yet, because the way that the Forgotten construction set works, which is the modding tools, I guess, you use for Kenshi, you need this one to have the exact same name as the .mod file. So you need to come in here. I just do rename, just Control C, jump out here, rename, Control V. Now I already have one down here, so I'm not going to do that, but that is how you would do it. For Nexus players, I believe you just post your mods here, and I believe that they're already named the right name, so I don't think you even have to do that. Okay, so now let's get into actually doing some modding here. So what I want to do today is I want to have the Saiyan race, the Zabrak race, the more combat animation mod, and the a nice oak trees hairstyles mod. So first thing you're going to do is over here there's a select deselect button. For some reason that just doesn't always work. I think it works when I have less mods in here, but it doesn't work right now. Don't know why, don't really care. So you're going to unselect everything you don't need. We do need these four, and then you're going to come up here and you're going to hit this one with the star on it that says create new mod file. We're going to hit it. I'm going to name this one tutorial because this is a tutorial. Boom, like that. So now you want to make sure that you're on this, this mod and it says active here, because if one of these says active, then that means that you're editing these actual mod files, which you do not want to do. So once you have that selected, you're going to hit done and it's going to open up here. So now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to go into races, and I already know which races this mod adds, or these mods add. It's Maul and Savage for the Zabrak mod, and Pure-Blooded Saiyan and Saiyan Human Hybrid for the Saiyan mod. If you don't know which mods your mod, or which races or whatever your mod adds, there's a quick way to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Saiyan mod, and I'm going to deselect every other one, right? So now it's just the Saiyan is active. We're going to open that up, throw this over here, throw this over here. Going to click on races. You're going to scroll down, boom. You see the ones highlighted in green or written in green text? Those are the ones that the mod specifically either adds or alters. I think adds is green, I think alters is blue, but I don't know. There are green and there are blues, but green I believe is completely added stuff. So now that we know, that's a quick little, forgotten construction set tip for you. So now we're going to come in here. This is Maul, so this is the first Zabrak, race. We're going to go down to, we're going to hit this drop down here, go to animation files. We're going to hit add, and we're going to click on MCA animation. This is the name of the animations for More Combat Evolved, or More Combat Animation, sorry. There are different ones, like I have the idle stands installed on my Let's Play series. That would just be listed as like idle stands, and there are also different hairstyles. Hairstyles are way different, so we'll get to that in a second. So you're going to hit X here, and just for peace of mind, I'll show you guys, just because you X out does not mean you've like gotten rid of any of the work that you've done. So we're going to do this for, going to do this for the other ones as well. Boom. There's probably an easier way to do this. People that mod more frequently can probably tell you, but for me, this gets the job done. And perfect. So now, all of these guys have their animation files added to them. Saiyans, boom, Saiyan, boom, Savage, boom. So now, if you're just doing an animation patch, this is done. So what you would want to do is either hit the save up here or Control S to save your mod. If you look up in the name of the mod here, you'll see a star at the end. That shows that there has been changes made to this mod, which in this one we call it tutorial. This tutorial mod has changes that are not saved. Once I hit Control S, that goes away. So once we're done here, technically this mod is done for an animation patch. Perfect. But I'm not done there, because what I want to do is I want to add hairstyles. So I'm going to drop this over here, and I'm going to open up another instance of Forgotten Construction Set, because there are a couple more hairstyles than there are races, and they're a little bit harder to remember. So I'm going to open that up, slap that over here, go to characters, hair, boom. So now same thing, anything in green is a new hairstyle that they've added with the mod. So pretty straightforward. So now I'm going to go to Pure Blooded Saiyan, drop down to hairs, hit add, and I'm going to hit this first one. Well, I'm just going to call it Alex. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Scroll down, because we know that there is Alex, Azza, Fetri Shriek, and then these ones down here, which again, I'm probably not going to try to say. So on this side, we have this one selected. We're going to come here, hit Control, select this one. And as long as you're holding Control when you select it, it'll keep them both selected, which is awesome. Select this one, scroll all the way to the bottom, select this, select this, select this. Not that one. Select this and select this. So now you hit OK, you would scroll down, and all of the new hairstyles that this race can now use would be highlighted in green. So now when you go to character creation, you would have these options when you're making your character for the Pure Blooded Saiyan. Let's do the same thing with the Human Saiyan Hybrid, or Saiyan Human Hybrid. We're going to select that one. We're going to select Azza. We're going to select whatever that one's called. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, cool. Again, same thing. Scroll down. You'll see all of these in green. You'll also see up here, there's a little section, animation files. You'll also see where we put the more common animation. For the purposes of the tutorial, I'm not going to do it for the Zabrox, because in Star Wars, I don't believe that they have hair. Any hardcore Star Wars fans, please let me get it in the comments that I'm completely wrong about that and I need to learn the lore. But as far as I know, they can't. So now this is done. I'm going to save it. Perfect. Now, when it comes to load order, what you're going to want to do, so let's open this one up, Kenshi. We're going to go all the way to the bottom here. So this is the one that we just made here. You can tell because it says dependencies, Zabrak and Saiyan, because those are the races that we altered with our mod. And it's going to say references, more common animation. It says missing, but it's certainly there. I think it's just too far away for it to recognize it. And then a nice oak trees hairstyles. So what you would want to do is you would just want to check that box to make sure it's turned on. And just for everybody, ease of mind here, there is my more common animation. So it's very much there. So you go all the way to the bottom here. And the only thing you want to make sure of, there are a ton of different, you know, Reddit pages and Steam Workshop pages and everything talking about how the load order works in Kenshi. But for the purposes of just explaining this right here, what you're going to want to remember is that your tutorial needs to be below both the races and the animations or hairstyles that you're patching. As long as it's like, you can put it essentially like at the very bottom. As you can see here, like most of my races, or most of my patches here are right at the bottom because they only alter very minute things and don't really get in the way of a lot of stuff. So patches you can pretty much always put at the very bottom of your load order. When it comes to load order, the stuff loaded at the top is typically like the least important. This is typically stuff like maps and graphics and stuff. And then as you go down, you go through items, and then you go to more important things. Like you'll see, I believe I have like realistic world or something in here. I have a lot of patches. Yeah, reactive world. So that's like one of the bigger ones. So that's like one of the last mod areas that we have. But okay, that's it. That is how you make an animation or a hairstyle patch. And enjoy. Have fun playing Kenshi. Keep on modding.